Hey, hey, hey,
Hey!
everybody! Look who I've got! Danny Shay.
Woohoo! Hey, hey!
Good to see
That
you.
was cool.
Thank you. That's fun. I did that in Canva.
I'm like, oh, keep going with that.
Hey, I think you like the outro better.
The what?
The outro. When
Out.
we get done, you like
Oh, when
that.
we're done?
The little blippy I make for that too. Made
Oh,
a special one
oh,
for this.
yeah.
Hey, welcome everybody. Let me get over to the chat so I can see who all's here.
Look at that.
Hey, Dolly!
Hey, Dolly's
Teresa
here.
Levine!
And Teresa, hey, hey, hey.
Hey, Jeannie Marie, Fort Paws, Acupuncture.
Hi. She made a live once. I think she's made lives before.
She's made many, but she
Many.
usually works. Usually works on this day, but because she's in Salem, Massachusetts.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Cat Shepherd. Good to see you.
Good
Hey,
morning. Good morning.
yeah, good to see everybody. So let me do the overlay here. When I do this,
Ooh.
we can't see
Ooh.
the chat on the screen.
Wow. Wow, wow,
Yep.
wow.
Been learning how this is so much fun when you can flow.
That's cool. So this is
Restream.
Restream
Hmm.
versus StreamYard versus
Zoom.
YouTube Live versus Zoom. Because I do Zoom and
Mhm.
and before when I was doing Zoom, I go, Zoom is like not good. My camera is like all blurry all the time. And then I looked at the actual iPad that I use and I
Uh-huh.
have a film over the lens. I'm like, oh,
I love it.
I know. I'm
That's
like,
my
really?
kind of thing. Hey, flowing. Dolly, good to see everybody. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I was
So this is
watching.
cool. I like this. I like this layout. This is neat.
Yeah, this is and it's the control panels. Everything is all right in front of you,
Yeah.
and it's
Nice.
really easy to get to and add to. And I've been having a lot of fun with it. I tried it for, I think I did 3 lives with it on the free and went, oh, I'm paying for this.
Oh, yeah.
Good, I'll keep it.
Yeah. Cool.
So, yeah.
Very cool.
Oh, Teresa Levine says she's in Maine.
All right.
Up north.
Northeast.
Woohoo.
Yeah. But
Cold over there.
here on screen, on camera, we got the Southwest covered. Well,
Right, kind of, sort of.
kind of, sort of.
We got the West covered.
We got the West, kind of, sort of.
I'm Willie's far south.
Yeah. I'm in the central part.
Yeah, you're in the pretty part.
I'm looking at Wales.
Yes, I've been out off of Morro Bay
Yeah.
looking at whales. My birthday, my 25th birthday, my brother took me out there.
Last year?
My brother used to live in Paso.
Oh, it's so crazy. So Paso Robles is like 17 miles away. Beautiful wine country. It's great. It'll be 30 degrees difference on some days. It'll
Yeah.
be like 114 and I'll be like 65.
Yes.
And I'm like, how does that happen? Maybe 7. I mean, it's nuts, but our temperature doesn't change at all.
And they moved up there from Atascadero.
So they were getting prepped because the Tascadero gets a little warm too.
Yeah, it does. Got the lake right there, though. That helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, they like to say they live in Monterey, but actually they live in Salinas. They're on the road between Monterey and Salinas. Is where their house is at. So,
All right.
yeah, it's beautiful there.
Yeah.
He's actually on the road to Big Sur.
Yeah. Oh, that's where he's going?
No, that's where he lives.
Oh, where he lives. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Big Sur is that is magical.
Yes. Yep. Now there's where you can talk about how the effects of airflow affect the earth.
Yeah.
Those trees. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kaylee. Hi, sweetheart. She's there's my unofficial adopted daughter. Good
Oh,
morning,
awesome.
my darling. Welcome.
Awesome.
She just graduated. First person in her family to go to college.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
I'm so proud of her. She's going to be a counselor.
Really? Did you
Yeah.
get filled with all those liberal ideas going to college?
I filled her with those.
What's that?
I filled her with those.
Oh my gosh, how good. Congratulations. Congratulations, Kaylee.
Yeah. So, Flo. I was just talking to Dolly earlier, and she brought up something I haven't even thought of in flow. There's flow even in earth. I
Oh,
think flow is like water and air and fire,
yeah.
sure. But I don't think about the earth moving, lava.
Well, Katie, why don't you come out to California and we'll show you a little bit about Earth moving.
I know. Dude, I used to live in Oregon.
Oh, scary up there.
I lived on
So
the I
I
lived
got
at
to
Crater Lake National Park twice. I lived on the rim when I was in college working for the lodge. You want to
okay.
get the real effect of that magical place?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah.
I've seen it in all conditions.
Yeah.
So
You know,
soft in it, it looks like you could just keep walking straight on out, but it's 1,000 feet down.
right. Right.
Yeah.
I drove by there and the lines were so long to get in. And I
Oh,
said,
really?
we're gonna keep going. But the thing that you had that I think is so magical is we can go visit a place, but when
Yes.
you actually live in a place,
Yes.
then the magic starts coming up because you got all these little elementals that are there and playing around.
Little green frogs and the little tadpoles in the creeks. And I mean, we moved there when I was in the third grade and left when I was in the sixth grade and moved to town. I
Yeah.
cried when I had to move to town.
Mm,
And then when I went back and worked in the lodge and I had to leave to go back to college,
yeah.
I cried again. That place I could just stay forever.
Yeah.
It's because it is a volcano.
Yeah.
And everybody go, oh yeah, but it's dead. Oh no, it's
No.
not.
No, 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 no. No, no. When you talk about the energy lines, the energy of
The
the
ley
earth
line.
moving, but there's all these ley lines, dragon lines, and reportedly, and I don't study this much, but they've all straightened out. So they're
Yeah,
all
that's what I.
getting locked in position, according to some of the people that I listen to. And again, I don't really pay attention to it, but it's going to be interesting to feel those effects. And when we get to live in a place, we really get to welcome that energy lines in because, I mean, you get to have a personal relationship with
Yes,
all the little creatures and things that make up that energy line. They get
exactly.
used to your energy and then they show up a little better for you.
Well, and you know what really helped a lot here? Uh, when we went into the shutdown for COVID, I just let my yard go back. I let
Mm-hmm.
the desert have it back. I didn't
Yeah.
want to do any no more landscaping because I didn't want to waste the water. I didn't know
Yeah.
what was going
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah.
And all the wildlife came back. I had hawks hanging out on my
Yeah.
bird bath 30 feet from this window right here,
Yeah.
looking at me going, oh, hi in there.
Yeah.
And not flying off, just hanging out. And a rabbit would hop by, and the hawk would go, oh, there's a rabbit.
Yeah.
And a
Yeah.
hummingbird would come and buzz the rabbit or buzz the hawk, and he'd go, come on. It's like, I love it. Why can't it be like this all the time? And then I'm going, Hello, this is Lemuria.
Yeah.
So we all put out those intentions the first of the year, and mine was I want Lemuria back.
That's a great
I don't want
intention.
a big dream or nothing.
That's a great. So, what do you think Lemuria is? Because you've been
Oh
around
yeah,
that mountain. You saw
I've
it
been
as your
around that
background.
mountain. We got the deck. I grew up around that mountain. It was a backdrop for me for 21 years.
Wait a minute. I have a phone call. It's spam. Should I pick it up? No, just kidding.
Swipe
Uh,
it.
I'm kidding. Go ahead.
Hey, mine doesn't even give me the spam now. If you call me and you're not in my caller ID, it just silences it. I don't even know you get it. I
Yeah,
call it
good.
till later on in the day.
Yeah.
It's like, because our age, they kind of been scamming us a lot.
And there's some new things that people are getting caught up in. Just
Yes.
real quickly with scams. It's so important. I think when we get a phone call that we don't know or whatever, if you decide to pick it up, like my crazy sister, and then give information like my crazy sister, it's like, don't be crazy like my sister.
Yeah.
If you don't know this person, or so I've been getting these texts that say hi, or I'll get an email and from the comments, hi. And I'm like, I'm not even responding anymore because that's how
Yeah.
these
They just
spammers
want you
start
to open it.
going.
They just
And they
want you to
want you to
open it.
open it and they go, hey, I've just invested my money in a
As a matter of fact, hi Rose Blue, good to see you. As a computer person, in your email, if you have a preview pane that shows up in your deal, shut that down because you
say
just
that again.
opened it. You opened it.
Say that again.
The preview pane. When you have on your screen, you have over here all the email addresses, and maybe you
Yeah.
got tabs up here for different emails. And then it'll show the emails, and then maybe down below here it'll open a little bit of the email.
Okay.
Shut
Okay.
that down
Yeah,
because
it's
you just
not the
opened the
title you want.
email.
It's not the title you want shut down.
No,
It's the little
it's
brief
the
that
view. You
yeah,
don't want it to
yeah,
open it
yeah.
all.
No.
Elon's been emailing you nonstop. What is he trying to do, girl?
Oh, I've been getting those too. He's hurting for money. I don't know if you know that. So, he's selling rocket boots. And and if you can get a Trump signature on them, it costs a little more, but I think it's worth it.
Maybe we ought to invest, you
I
think?
think it's worth it.
Might be a better investment than the stock market.
Maybe. Maybe.
Oh, I love it. That's funny. Yeah, I get, you have two thermals on. You're cold, babe. Huh? And you're in
Woo!
Texas, aren't you? My goodness.
24 from freezing Texas.
Holy
What?
cow. Yeah,
What?
there is this.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
guy I watch named Ryan Hall Y'all is his
Oh yeah,
channel.
yeah.
And he what he was talking about coming in. So it's hitting
Yeah.
here. It's hitting here today. It's
Wow.
cloudy out there. We got a little 40% chance of rain. When it's
Oh.
over 30, we might get a trace.
Yeah.
We haven't had any rain in months.
Yeah.
Months and I mean zero.
Hmm.
It was 85 right around New Year's.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Well, they were saying, last year where we got all that rain, the 2 years before, oh, the drought's over, and I'm like, it's not over. We're shifting into this whole new um, earth change, and
Yes.
and no, it's conserve water. I'd see people hosing down their driveways again. I'm going, oh yeah, stop.
Yeah, what a waste. You know what I do now? I have actually got my water turned off at the water main unless I need it. all night long, why do you have water running through your house? Why is it going through your sewers? And so I turn it off. In the morning, I get it. Once I get my act together, I go out, turn it on. Then I can take my shower and do my stuff, go through the day, leave it on during the day. Before it gets dark, I go turn it off.
Do you have a leak in your house?
No, it's just I'm really trying to save water.
Okay.
Just, I can't go waste it
Yeah.
because it
Oh,
goes to the
okay.
faucet and there's nothing there.
Okay. Got it. Got it. So this is a little
It,
self-control because
it's
you have no self-control when it comes to you look at a faucet and you go, oh, I just want to turn it on.
I'm just thirsty. Oh, please, I need a drink of water.
You get none. You get none.
Hey, Fatima, good to see you, darling. Oh,
Hi,
yeah.
Fatima.
My experience with flow comes from a really strange area. These guys all know about it. Um, I'm a resin artist, and you have no control over how that stuff flows.
Wow. Okay.
So, plus, I do teach a lot about flow. I listen to a lot of Greg Braden.
Yeah.
And like you, I love Lee Carroll.
Yeah.
You're lucky. I'd love to see Lee Carroll in person.
Well, I saw him. It was really crazy when we were talking about Lemuria, because when I went up there, this was when I first started my channel, and one of the amazing things about this YouTube community is how it opens you up even more
Yeah,
to what you can be, right, and what you can
yeah.
see. And so I had a reading with Akashic Bob. I haven't
Uh-huh.
I haven't heard of him. I haven't seen him in a while, but
Yeah.
um, he goes, "Oh yeah, you have history in Lemuria," and I go, What is Lemuria?" And he goes, "Well, let's talk about this. We'll do another reading or whatever. I can't remember." And I said, "Well, I've got to go up to Mount Shasta because I do that for my birthday."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, you're going to go to the Lemurian Festival?" And I go, "I don't know anything about this." So it was during COVID. And so they shut it down and it was online only.
Oh,
And
wow.
so I'm in my camper van in Mount Shasta
Watching it
listening
online?
listening to Lee Carroll.
Oh.
And he's explaining what a Lemurian on Earth looks like. And me, I'm going, oh, this is just nuts. This guy's crazy. And so he's talking about how there's these really tall, fair-skinned people with long hair. And I go, why long hair? They can cut their hair. You are really cray-cray. And so and he goes, they're just really tall. You'll see them around in Shasta. And I'm like, yeah. I look out my window, and here is this. She looked like she was 7 foot tall,
Hmm.
blonde hair, walking with her little daughter. I'm like, oh my God, that's a Lemurian. Right outside my window. I went to, I shut it down, after the podcast.
Yeah.
And I walked around the campground to see if I could find her. I couldn't. She was gone. She wasn't there.
Kelly's in here?
Who's Kelly?
Kelly, I have a subscriber that is going through a bone marrow transplant.
Ooh.
Kelly, and we're all hanging. She does videos almost every day of what's going on with her.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, blessings to
Prayers
Kelly.
out. Yeah.
Yeah. She's really strong and doing really good. She's spiritual. We have a Discord. Dolly and I, Wolf Girl Oracle and I
Yeah.
started the Discord. It's very locked down. Anybody who wants to join has to send one of the two of us an email before we'll even let you in there. And
I can send you some Elon Musk rocket boots.
make sure they're signed by Donald Trump. Oh, I might get in trouble. Those are two words that are on my list that might
Never
I have
say.
on my comments list. Can't say his name on my channel.
Oh, really? Oh, that's
You
awesome.
can. You can. It's all right.
I have a lot of those things on there. I don't think I
Me
put
too.
his name on there.
I think it's just
But-
his I think I have just the last name, and I have it with a capital letter or a little small.
Okay. Okay.
So yes, Dolly. Yeah, prayers and blessings to Kelly.
Are you seeing something that I'm not? Because I'm not seeing
Are you looking at YouTube?
uh no.
If
I'm
you look
looking
at my if you look at my channel on YouTube, you can see
I'm looking at Restream.
on Restream. Can you see on Restream? It's on it should be showing on your screen the chat.
Yeah, it does, but I don't see Kelly or
Kelly, it's where it says I don't see Kelly. Kelly didn't come in, but
oh.
yes, Fatima was just sending blessings to her.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Pumpkin orange rocket boots. No, thank you. I would rather wear duct tape on my feet. Dolly.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't do anything serious on this channel at all.
Yeah. And Fatima, yes, I am working on that to send Elon to Mars.
Well, he wants to go home. Let's just send him home.
But you know,
I've been saying
is
for years he blinks sideways.
is yeah, but is that fair to Mars?
No, really.
No, no. Sometimes we got to deal with our own stuff. Crap
Garbage.
here.
Too
I was
much
using
garbage.
I was going to use the S word, and then I said, no, not your channel.
You can use that. I use that word here. It's allowed. I'm not monetized, so it doesn't matter. And I don't
Oh,
plan on monetizing.
oh, okay. That makes it
I do
easy.
it through other ways. I like make resin stuff and
Let me see resin stuff.
okay, my most recent
Ooh, pretty.
coaster.
Yeah. Very
It's
nice.
so much fun. Here, I have to show you this guy. This
Oh,
is emblematic of my journey, shamanic journey shaman. You told us to go meet him.
yeah.
He had that
Yeah.
on his head. That was his headdress.
Whoa.
And I about fell apart because I had just made this coaster.
Wow.
So yeah, it's like I say, it's really brought me. Here's the fireworks one
Yeah,
I
pretty.
made for 4th of July. Then this one was kind of a mistake, but I'm looking at it and it's
I
a lot of
love mistakes. I
it's
love mistakes.
happy accidents.
Yeah.
Hi, Kaylee. Thank you. This one, sir, is special because in there you see that webby stuff. You might actually
No.
let's see if I can get it here. Make me bigger.
Yeah, take over. Take over. There.
Make me bigger. Make
Oh
me
yeah,
bigger.
yeah.
You know what that is?
Webby stuff.
That's the skeleton of a prickly pear cactus
Oh,
pad.
wow.
Is that silly or what?
That's cool.
I got lots of that stuff around here.
Wow.
Prickly pear dies. That's all that leaves behind because all the rest of it's wet and gets eaten and evaporates and rots. And so it leaves this
That's
stuff.
beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Do you make jewelry out of it?
Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to make freeform bowls and vases, and
Ooh.
I'm working my way up to countertops and showers and stuff.
Showers.
I'm serious.
Dang.
Hey, serious shower stalls.
Dang.
You
That would
make
be.
it look like marble. You can make it look like if you want it to be nothing but opal in your bathroom. You can make it look like
Yeah.
that. This is what I did with some leftovers. Now I made that at Halloween.
Yeah.
And then this guy, this was my main Halloween project. I thought, let's see what we can do. Everybody does it with light whites. Let's do it with black.
Yeah. That's pretty.
And
Pretty.
it's very dramatic.
Cool.
It's fun. Or you don't want to do anything, you just do drops on the
Yeah.
mold, and
Yeah.
then pour clear resin over the top of it and see what it makes. And this
Nice.
one, because it's clear, it's hard to see. Yeah, but see through it. It just kind of makes streaks and goes whatever. So
Yeah.
you want to talk about flow? It does. Like this one, all of a sudden I have a whirlpool because I made, this is the backside,
Oh,
and
wow.
and I made the swirl in the center, and it turned it into a water whirlpool.
That's beautiful. So what do you do when you get stuck?
When I get stuck,
Stuck. When the flow goes,
oh, when I'm in an eddy.
yeah, when you're in an eddy or one of them, what do they call those dams where you just spin around? I forget. I
I
forget
get
what
you.
it is.
I know what you mean.
But
Yeah.
you're just spinning and you're like, oh my God, I can't get out of here. I can't get out of
Like my
here.
head, lately it's been, I've had a lot of that. This summer was a difficult summer for me. So I felt like I was doing this. I got my head above the water, but I'm not treading it.
Yeah, yeah,
Or I feel like I gotta tread it because I'm not floating with it.
right, right.
And it's because I was stuck in an eddy. But there was everything coming at me, and it's because stuff came up I needed to release that I wasn't
Mm,
releasing.
mm.
And as soon as I realized I had no other choice, I realized that in a dream. I woke up the next day and everything, all the pressure was gone. I felt a lot better. Um, I realized I was making a lot of excuses
Mm.
for me, you
Yeah,
know, and I don't know. I'm embracing my crown. I don't owe anybody any excuses. Anything I do or don't do, you
right.
know, I it's me and the cat. I don't have family that I really am close to.
You're one of
So,
them cat ladies, single cat ladies.
yeah, I'm a proud cat lady voter. I used to have two of them until the summer,
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah,
but I made up for it with this dude. Oh my goodness.
yeah.
He bounces off the walls when he's awake. He's sleeping right
Yeah.
because he was bouncing off the walls most of the night. He's a great little hunter, so he spent time with his mama.
Okay.
I got him at the animal control. So
Yeah.
I figured of all of them, that's the place to go.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm really glad I did.
Yeah.
Spirit just said, oh, take a look and see what they have on their website. And I saw this little cute little Siamese kitty. And I went, oh,
Oh
but that
boy.
kitty will be gone by the time I get a lift because I don't have a car and get all the way out there. And I thought, well, so they've got other kittens. Apparently, they got a bunch of new ones in. So I went,
Yeah.
okay, let's look. And I got there, and he's a brother of the Siamese kitty. So he's a little tuxedo kitty or cow kitty.
Nice.
He looks like a little black and white cow
Moo
with a long
moo.
tail and no horns. So, and I understand you're allergic to them. So, didn't you get a dog?
Yeah, you want it?
Did you get a puppy?
So so I went out to do some woo woo stuff out in the desert, and
Great
um,
place.
and my wife doesn't do woo woo as much as I do, so she gets really bored with me just not talking. I'm like, really? You would think that you'd be okay with that, but um,
Just being in my presence, I mean.
she goes. Sometimes people go, you talk too much. Anyway, anyway, so she goes, well, when you get back, you may have a dog here. I may go get a dog. And I went, well, whatever you need to do, if you think you need to get a new one right now,
Yeah,
um, just not a Chihuahua, please. I don't like them. I don't like their personalities.
I get you. I'm the same way. I'm not a Chihuahua girl either.
So
I like
that
big
means I
dogs.
cannot send you my Chihuahua dog.
Is that what you brought home? I thought I heard it barking in your video the other day.
Yeah, every time I walk into the room, it barks at me.
Yeah, because you're new in the room.
I'm not new in the room. We've
Hey,
had it for what? 2 months? 3 months?
oh, hi, boss. How are you, muscle?
Uh,
I used to be a veterinary assistant, and we have a name for Chihuahuas
yeah,
because
pain
they
in
will
the ass.
land shark
Land shark.
because they always bite you. You
Yeah.
put you take your little Chihuahua back in the back to do whatever. The first thing they do is put a full head muzzle on them because they bite you every time. But when the world is that big, you put yourself in that little dog's shoes.
No, I don't want to.
It's
No,
a
I
scary place
don't
to
want to put
be.
myself in that
Only
dog.
reason I can do that is I can find compassion for things I really don't like. Doesn't mean I have to have one.
Oh, stop it. Come on, I don't want to find compassion for that dog. But yeah, it does bite.
Yeah.
It does, and it's
Yeah, like your Bella, Kaylee. She rescued a Chihuahua that had been
uh,
really mistreated and abandoned and stuck in a house for too long where it had to survive on its own. It's, yeah,
yeah.
poor
And look
thing.
at that, four paws acupuncture. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They are sharks. And let me tell you something. That is so disrespectful to sharks. I got to tell you, I love sharks. I got a big shark tattoo here, the only one I have,
That's
and
cool.
I swim with them. I, if there's a way for me to check out of this planet, and if I
Want to
have
come
a
in the shark?
choice, and if the shark wants to, I'll take a shark bite over a chihuahua bite.
Oh, me too. Me too.
And
Oh my God. The shark bite doesn't, yeah, it's so, those teeth are so
It'll
sharp.
be it'll be quick. You'll bleed
Yeah,
out
rescue
pretty quick
remedy.
in that salt water, but the chihuahua, it's just annoying.
Yeah.
No, and it's very sweet. On the other side, it's super sweet when it's not biting you, when it's not barking at you.
Oh, and
Um,
they're cuddly.
very cuddly. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Bailey has a pit bull boxer mix and uh, spicy marshmallow, the corgi,
Oh,
and a cat. Guess who runs the house?
hmm.
Everest. Everest, the girl cat, runs the house. Even over that big dog. It's good. She's got a 5-year-old girl, so that's who rules everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Dolly.
Gave my kitty a last name of Holstein. Koru Holstein. His name is Koru. It is Egyptian. It means new growth and harmony.
Hmm.
And the symbol is the spiral.
Ah, like what's in the
And I
back.
picked the name before I picked the cat.
Oh.
So it's like Spirit said, this is what I was like on Pinterest looking at memes and that popped up and I went, ooh, that'd be a cool name for a cat. And Spirit went, yes. Now you get that. Yes.
Yes.
There
Yes.
is. Hello. Why do you think you're seeing it? Oh, I love it. So what do you do to get out of the funk and when you're stuck in the mire?
Yeah.
Because you have to go deep in it.
Let me
I don't
see.
do political readings. They didn't want me to. My subscribers said no. We come here to get away from it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. What do I do? Let me see. What did I do this morning? What did I do last night? Because it is challenging. And one of the things that I do that I really, really try to do is not react to the news of the day. So I let it
Mm-hmm.
stew, marinate, and I dissolve it and let it go so that I can at least talk about it um, in a more calm and peaceful place. And a lot of times if it's really nasty, then, and I like that the fact that the moon does its thing every 2 weeks.
Yes.
It's either full or it's new. And
Yes.
so,
You either get to set new stuff or let it go.
yeah. And I'm not a big stickler on, oh, it's new, you've got to bring forth something new or let it go. I let it go and bring it in anytime. It does, I know some people go, no, when it's a full moon, you need to do. I just go, no. It's all our intention and it's all that energy.
Yeah.
And we need to be conscious of letting it go and
Yeah.
bringing it in. So when I get stuck, I am not letting it go, bringing it in.
Yeah.
So the flow stops. So the
Right.
flow, if for me, is let it go, bring it in.
Yes.
And it's all about the heart space.
And oh yeah,
All
I
about
I
space.
like to listen to Greg Braden talking about the heart brain and the brain
Oh,
brain. The
yeah.
heart brain and the brain and the heart brain's way ahead of the
Oh,
brain.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah.
So
I
I
was just, I don't listen to Greg Braden that much. Um,
I fell into him years and years
yeah.
ago about healing.
Oh, yeah.
How you can heal a cancerous tumor. And it was fascinating. I think this was back in the 80s. That's when I first
Yeah.
started
Yeah.
hearing about him. And he's, my neighbor over here in New Mexico. So, but
Oh, yeah.
he connects geology, archaeology,
Yeah.
spirit, and
Yeah.
the Bible a lot.
Yeah.
Plus, he gets into, like over here, this is my Christmas. I have never read this. This is my Christmas present to myself this year.
What is it?
The
Oh,
Bhagavad Gita.
bless you.
Bhagavad Gita.
Yeah.
It's the story of Krishna and
Oh, okay.
yeah, all that talks about all the wars and the things that came from the skies and
Nice.
yeah.
Nice, nice,
So
nice.
I thought, yes, this is ancient Hindu.
There was something that I was watching. What was it? It was a create. Oh, so I was down in Palm Desert, and I went to. Hang on, I'm trying to remember the indigenous peoples of that land, and I'm losing it. Well, I've lost it, but. Um, Anyway, they had this creation story about this canyon, and it reflected on this canyon that we had just been in.
Okay.
And it talked about these big boulders that were strewn around this canyon. And they were talking about their creation story on how it was, it started with wars, and they would throw these boulders back and forth. There were two brothers that were the creationists.
Interesting.
And I went, two brothers. And then how they made, people and women, men, women. And I'm like, I think this is the very first creation story that I heard where, number one, it wasn't a woman that created,
Mm.
that isn't the creation part of the story. And, um, except in the Bible, which I think they manipulated because some white guy wrote it. And
Well, and then this Roman dude decided to like consolidate a bunch of different forms of it into
yeah,
one
yeah,
book.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So so I don't believe that, God is a man that created. No,
He's not a dysfunctional father, thank you.
yeah, for me, it's always been like the female archetype that is the creationist, and
Hmm.
like the web of creation and Spider Woman.
Yes.
But this was the first, and it was never about war that started it. This was the first time, and you mentioned it in
Hmm.
your book that you're reading, about the
Yes.
wars and things. And um, yeah, that's a fascinating twist to it all.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
because I've always, I always thought of it as being female too, because the female of species, period, is the womb of the universe.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I always think of women as being the creators. But
Right.
you know what? We can't create diddly whoo without that seed.
Well, that's what I've always been saying, you know.
We can't. Supposedly they say we can, but I don't know how.
Well, and my wife would say, "Oh yeah, because there's male female. Um, there's certain animals that can, like, males can give live birth, and she knows all that stuff.
like, like, yeah, seahorse.
Seahorse, exactly, exactly. So, we just are living in this magical place, and the flow, when we get stuck in the flow of this is the way it is versus this is the way that it could be, and just opening
Yeah.
up to all
Instead
that.
of trying to ride a boat, do this and just float on the water.
Yeah, yeah,
Go with the waves. And if
yeah.
you need to go deeper, go deeper.
Yeah, well,
I'm
yeah.
very water. Like you asked me what that was meant. What was Lemurian? That's Lemurian to me. Jen, um, used to be Jen's World. Right now,
Yeah,
her last name.
Jen
Yeah,
Bushman.
Bushman. Thank you. I have fibromyalgia, so sometimes I have brain farts. Anyway, um, she was saying you probably could be Lemurian if you get anxiety when you're very far away from the ocean. I get anxiety when I'm very far away from the Pacific Ocean in particular. I don't want to live any farther east than I am right now.
Well, you're pretty close to the Pacific Ocean,
I can go to Baja.
Tucson.
I can go down to Puerto Penasco.
I know. I love it down there. It's so beautiful. I got
And
on one
swim
of
with
the.
the Humboldt squid.
You don't like Humboldt squid?
Well, they kind of liked it. Some of them kind of liked it. They don't like. Some of them don't like the divers. If you go where they're near the fishermen, they can be very aggressive
And do you know why?
because there's too people shouldn't be because they don't. They want to eat the fish. They're overfishing the fish.
They're overfishing.
Yep.
And so the Humboldt squid are saying,
Get the hell
"Wake up, people.
Get the hell out of here.
Wake up."
That's mine. We can share it. There's a plenty.
Yeah. So, I'm.
Mankind needs to get out of that. There's not enough. That lack mentality.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've got to share. Yeah. So, yeah, to me, being in flow is just kind of just when it just let it going on around me. I'm watching it, and sometimes it'll take me with it, and sometimes it will just kind of go by and
Yeah.
polish me as it goes. And
Yeah.
I look at it as though I'm a piece of tarnished silver, and all those little particles that are in the water um, are polishing me into gold.
There you go.
So that's means staying.
Gold or another color, because it feels like it's
I'm
like
an alchemist girl.
multifaceted.
Well, I'm an alchemist girl. So, that's the eventual end for alchemy
Okay.
is to create gold.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the way I teach about being in flow is for the meditation. Actually, I have a playlist that's got little 5-6 minute meditations, and one of them is there about flow. And
Mm-hmm.
it's you are in the water, and you're the leaf. First thing you do is you fall, and you land in the water,
Yeah.
and you're soft because you're not completely crispy yet.
Mm-hmm.
As you get crispy, little chunks from the rocks and the sticks you hit in that creek you landed in take pieces of you.
Yeah.
So, and
Yeah.
then you eventually are those little minute pieces in the ocean. And you are flow. You are no longer a part of flow. You are flow.
And
Flow
then you
means
get eaten by a
family.
whale
Yeah.
and
You
dropped
just,
out the other end.
yep. You just slide right on through that baleen.
Yeah.
If it's a baleen whale.
I like what Dolly said about when she says, when she gets stuck,
Mm-hmm.
she just drops everything. Well, then
Yeah,
she's
that's
got
not
to
right.
clean it up, which, I would just place it down. But, to each their own.
Yes.
Some people really ground with cleaning, and if that's your case, come on over. We
Yeah.
could use you here.
Yeah.
But no matter where we are, whether we're near water, whether we're not near water, we can imagine,
Yes.
we can be in there, we can go do a journey
Mm-hmm.
that gets us into that water space, that aquatic world, that healing space.
Yeah.
But we do have to drop everything and ground ourselves to the earth and sky. And yeah, I mean, we
Absolutely.
just forget to drop it, to let it go.
Yeah.
We attach
Exactly.
to it too much.
We do. We attach ourselves to every little old thing.
Yeah.
And then we wonder, why is our life so complicated?
too
Hello.
many attachments, maybe.
Oh, I got that message on Lionsgate a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
Mind your attachments.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And right just before Lionsgate this year, I started by losing my cats. They were
Oh,
15 years old. So
I'm
you
s-
want to talk about attached?
oh, I
So
know.
I learned massive lessons about attachments this year. And in the process, I have grown so much.
That
And the
is
only thing I've grown is they didn't go anywhere. I actually see them sometimes out of the corner of my
oh
eye.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're there.
So
They were
just to,
half Maine Coon, so it's pretty easy to, they're easy to see.
yeah, yeah.
Big kitties.
So, it's really hard for me. It's really hard. That's one of the hardest things, losing a pet.
Yeah.
It's just so hard. But one of the cool things, when you said they're still around, because we still feel them. We still feel the one dog that we had jump
Mhm.
up on the bed. Now, since we've gotten this other, I don't want to call it a shark, but
Land shark.
um, the other dog is not around in spirit as much.
Uh-huh.
Outside, yes, but we had a friend of ours come visit us,
Yeah.
and she heard the dog walk down the hallway and felt it jump up on her bed. She goes, "I didn't know what that was," and she's not woo woo. She
Ooh,
is
I love
okay with it,
it.
but she is not. She doesn't like
Yeah, I like it.
following.
Ooh. I
Yeah,
love it.
isn't that neat? So somebody that's totally
Yes.
unaware of the beautiful space that is unseen,
Yeah.
she heard it and felt it jump up on the bed.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, so cool.
That was the one thing that I could say I missed the most was because those two great big cats when they jumped on the bed, it was
Oh,
like,
you'd feel them.
oh, you felt it, definitely.
Yeah.
Well, when he would get on my lap, he was from here to here laying. Big boy. He was 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And so all love, just long hair in my eyelashes, in my clothes. And now Koru is medium hair, so he doesn't have all that really long hair. And there's just one. So I'm happy.
Yeah, there you go. That's
And
it.
I was told on the new moon for this year, I'm supposed to focus on creativity. So get ready, gang. Here comes my
Woohoo.
resin. I've got so many. Well, I bought embellishments for resin. Look at these
Wow.
pearls. I've got glow in the dark things. I got little diamond, crystal looking
Diamond.
diamond things to go on the. You put it on the edges of like the drip bowls.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm just okay. Plus, I'm working on my own oracle deck.
Your Oracle deck.
Yes.
Nice.
I've been working on that now for a couple years. Actually, I've been using it on my channel. The prototype's right here.
let me
Dig under the bed. I have it separated so that because I need to do some AI art. As you know, I have kind of fallen into that.
yeah.
So that was fun. When I made that one that I sent you, I was
Uh-huh.
like, I want a picture of a wise man under a tree
That was
near a
great.
mountain surrounded with wildlife. And
That's
dang, if it
great.
wasn't Mount Shasta, I was like, oh, I gotta send this one to Danny.
Yeah, that was so cool. I still use that.
I
Every now and then
know,
I
and I'm
still use
so
it.
honored. Thank you.
Oh no, thank you. It's
So yeah,
great.
my prototype deck. It's two decks. I have a deck that's topic, and then you have an action. You pick two cards from the action that goes with the topic. They're all out of order though because I picked out the ones that I want to update and
Oh,
the ones that I'm keeping. But yeah, there are things like spirit guide, enlightenment, forgiveness, and I haven't written the book yet. That's the hard part. I'm a writer. That shouldn't be the hard part.
yeah,
It's just
yeah.
making time for it.
I understand about writing. The hardest part about writing is sitting down to the keyboard.
Exactly. Oh, and then the next part is to not get distracted once you turn the computer on and actually open the file you want to work on.
Squirrel.
Exactly. I have like two novels started. I
Oh my
had to do
God.
all that to get my degree, so I was like, okay,
Yeah,
I got that thing that says I'm a master at writing, but I sure don't write very much anymore. I do.
right.
I do a card of the day every day on Instagram.
There you go. Nice. See, Kaylee,
Hey, Kaylee.
he's off. She's got to go do a wellness check.
Oh. Oh, really? Hope everything's okay, darling. Let me know, sweetie.
Well, I think
Oh,
wellness
wellness
checks.
chats.
Yeah, I think it's just like they look at you and they go, "How you feeling?" Okay. All right, see ya.
Oh, how sweet. Yeah, great to see and listen to you, Danny. She is a delight, that girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. We uh
So it's
we met in a women's spiritual organization.
really
Yeah.
in Tucson?
Uh-huh. Well, no, it's a national one.
Oh.
And the more I learned more about it, it was an MLM. It was actually really pretty much a Ponzi scheme. You join by giving
Oh.
somebody a $25 gift. Gift. So the IRS can't come after it. Yeah. And the more people you bring in, the farther up you move in the organization. And then at the end, you're supposed to get this big lump sum of money from that $25 that you paid in. Does that sound like a Ponzi scheme to you?
You know, it's
And it was all based around spirituality.
dang.
And I went,
I was
hello,
just
Miss
gonna start
Cleo.
something like that, and now you like
Yeah.
exposed me. Now I now I'm gonna have to think of something else. Okay.
Dude, there's like, Miss Cleo, you live in California. I know you know about Miss Cleo.
No, who's Miss Cleo?
From the 1990s. 1
Who's
900.
who's
Um,
Miss Cleo?
those dial up psychics
Oh, yeah.
from the
Oh,
1980s and 90s
yeah,
that were
yeah, yeah,
like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
totally fake.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just shots? I did that though. Did mine.
Oh,
Shot and my COVID, and last year was the fun one because I had to do shingles.
oof.
But I'd
I,
much rather do that than get the shingles.
I didn't
Bless
have to do
you.
shingles shot.
Hmm?
I didn't have to do the shingles.
No, you did the shingles
I did
instead.
the shingles. And
My
let me
dad
tell
did
you,
shingles.
I think I'd rather do the shot.
I wouldn't wish shingles on my worst enemy. Of
Yikes.
all illnesses, my dad had it, and he only had a little spot under his chin right here, about the size of a quarter, and he about lost his mind
Yeah.
because it itched and hurt and burned and itched and hurt and burned. And there
Yeah.
was nothing anybody could do.
I got something that you can do. But the thing, mine almost went into my eye. I
Oh,
had one here, and I still have scars. One
yeah.
here and one near my eye, and the doctor's going, we want to make
Mm,
sure that doesn't get into the eye.
yeah.
But the ear one, it was so weird because the pain would go inside, not on the surface like normally, because I had a bunch
Hmm.
of breaks on my face. It would go inside and almost drop me to my knees. It hurt so bad. I mean, and it just came on. It was just like, bam,
Yeah,
and
it's
then
like
it would
somebody
go
shoot
away.
you. That's what my
Yeah,
dad says. Like somebody just all of a sudden shoots you with a hot, raging bullet.
yeah. And mine was
And
on the inside of my ear, but
oh,
the pain was anyway. So
yeah.
I'm like spinning and dropping, and
Oh, I bet.
it was messy.
My
It was.
ex-husband, um, while we were separated, he got him where his belt was. And he
Oh,
couldn't even stand to have a sheet on him.
yeah,
And it
yeah.
was really interesting because he was renting a room from this other chick. And I'm going, oh, isn't that convenient? I hope you enjoy yourself.
Yeah,
No, he had shingles. It was bad. And
bad,
he
bad.
didn't have a job, so he couldn't go to the doctor.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. So it's like, dude, if you weren't being such a useless anyway.
Don't get stuck.
No, he actually was my best friend, and that was the hardest part.
Yeah,
He had a
yeah.
monkey on his back, drugs and alcohol.
Big monkey.
Yep.
Yep, yep.
Yep. And
So,
I won't judge him for that. I judge
no.
me for um, letting it go on for 10 years because I could have lost everything.
Yeah.
And that was it because there was no protection thought of for me at all.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even get underwear. So Katie had to work.
Oh,
Okay, that was all right because that made Katie make more money than him. Katie got out
yeah, yeah.
because I could get jobs where I made more money an hour. So
There you go.
it's interesting when you have secretarial skills, you don't have a problem getting a job.
You know,
Except nowadays, AI can do it all.
right, right. But there's always something that we can do for a job.
Hmm.
Always.
You
You
can.
know, it's or not do. I mean, I hear a friend of mine is her son is like this surf bum, and I hear some people going, "That guy's got to get a job," and I'm going, "That guy can't hold a job." And there's nothing really wrong with it because he's bouncing around doing odd jobs here, odd jobs there. That's just a certain life that he's choosing.
He's not a
And
career dude.
what's
Not
that?
everybody's a career person.
Correct. You know, some people are
I'm not.
artists, some people,
Yes. Some
and
people get bored at their job and decide, oh, that might be kind of fun to do. I want to try that. And they take off.
yeah,
That's been my whole work career. So you look at my resume and it's like,
oh yeah,
oh,
mine
she's done a
too.
lot of jobs. No, I have a lot of experience.
Mine too.
And I've
Yeah.
enjoyed my work career until I got fibromyalgia and couldn't do it anymore.
Well, now you're doing something else.
So I kind of still do it because the last thing I was doing was Microsoft technical support for Microsoft.
And are you on a Microsoft computer or are you on an Apple?
I'm on a MacBook
All
Pro.
right. Evolution. Evolution.
No, I know the truth. Yeah, definitely. Uh, hey,
All
I
right.
got a brand new
I
over
know
here.
that you can't work.
Yeah, I can now. It's working okay. Thanks to a friend of Dolly's who's a system administrator. He went, oh, do this while you're doing this. And then just hold it down until it goes into the. I'm going, oh, we're going into safe mode. I can do that.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
don't call it that anymore. And you can't get into technical support to get them to tell you that because you got to fill out all these forms. And then if you don't have enough information, which mine was a new account I had never
Right.
used before, and they're wanting to verify email subject lines and can't verify your identity, nothing we can do for you. I'm like,
Right.
I just bought this thing. It just got here yesterday.
I know. Drives you nuts. Drives you
And
nuts.
it's all because I didn't write down the PIN number to get in the stupid thing. It's me. It was
That'll teach you.
me. It
That'll.
was me being lazy. So, yeah, that's what did it, you guys.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, I'm gonna need to get going.
yes, I was going
It's
to say, I was just getting to say the same thing. We're not
okay.
connected at all. It's been an
This
hour.
went by fast.
They always do,
Yeah.
and we kind of got off topic, but you know what? We didn't because we're
We
all in
didn't.
flow. We're flowing, man.
Flowing.
We're
Going with the flow.
giggling and laughing and flowing. Everybody's in here having a fine time.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. So I could feel the love today.
Awesome.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
thank you so
Well,
much,
thanks
Danny,
everybody.
for being here. Thank
Oh,
you,
thank you,
everybody. Hang
Katie.
just a second, Danny, while I play the outro, and
All right.
we'll hang out of here.
Yeah. 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 I've been there. I've been there.
Keep watching.
Woo-hoo. Oh, I've been there.